Y'all, so if you go onto my Instagram live, you know that I busted my ankle. There's the crutches, there's the foot all wrapped up. It's getting better. I gotta not be cocky. Because you know I'm ready to jump back in the game. Can't do it. What's funny is that my husband he pinched his back. So we were competing each other against each other. You'll see the whole thing at Instagram. And I busted my knee. Look at that, my little knee and my ankle trying to do too much on a kiddie obstacle course. But he pinched his back. So we can't move like we need to. Literally, like we can't make moves. We can't move. Oh, being extra competitive. So I end up coming and dropping the kids off to our little co-op an hour late. This is our first week of school. Ain't nobody trying to drop nobody off for an hour late. But I had to intentionally do that because I knew between his busted back and my little whack ankle, ain't nobody moving around the house swiftly or even like calmly. Like I'm hopping and he's like slow. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So I knew that we would have to be late because the kids are like 8 and 5. Like, you all make your peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, which should have been done last night, but we were exhausted because I've been hopping all day and his back's been like, we're tired. Everything's off. When your health is wealth, guys. So we dropped them off later, and it was still a lot to just get it done. Now I'm here sitting in a beautiful space that's attached to the school, recentering because I have a conference call with my business coach in 10 minutes. And I need to center myself again. It ain't even 10 o'clock, y'all. But I need to center myself so I can get the most that I can from this. I have a couple hours with this person. I paid for this. Like, I need to get all that I'm supposed to get during this time that I have allocated. And I say this because a lot of us aren't recognizing that being intentional takes intentionality. We were late on purpose. Not like, oh, we're trying. I was like, everybody slow down. Because it's about to get really stressful. We're about to turn on each other. Like, you know how when you're running and you're rushing is always bad. And so you got to slow it way down. You do the best that you can, and then you have to bring it back so that you can be clear and be centered, because you're going to have a car accident. You're going to spill your coffee and burn yourself. Like, you're going to do something clumsy simply because you're rushing. When I got here, I was like, okay, great. Let me sit down and get ready for my thing. I was like, bring yourself way back down, because you're literally about to get on a call with a multi-millionaire and miss all of the nuggets, not be present enough to be able to ask the questions you need and glean the wisdom from this woman, because your brain is racing because you got here and you feel some kind of way about being late and da 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 da. Get yourself back in center, because you have to be intentional, and you have to intentionally be intentional. So sit yourself down really quiet for a while and get back in peace, get back in alignment, get back in harmony. Does that make sense? I say that because most of us feel we're supposed to keep pushing or we're supposed to keep doing, and you don't recognize, you don't maximize whatever it is you're trying to do when you are not intentionally being intentional, even if it means you're saying, let me pump the brakes. I need to revisit what's happening in my brain, take care of this little crick in my neck. I need to get some nutrition, hydrate. I was like, I'm thirsty. I haven't even drank. I had to do all the things to get back where I need to be so I can re-amp up and, really profit from the next phase of this day. It's 2 hours of coaching. Why am I telling you that? Because look, guys, in a couple of weeks, we're gonna start opening up the cohort again for all of my singers. Y'all know I love my singers. I'm a singer, and I am a singer who enjoys it. I'm a singer who profits, who literally, I've never been in the red. I don't go into debt. I'm not a starving artist. That's not even what it is. But there are so many practices that we have been teaching. This will be our third cohort online. I only do it in person, really. But I feel that it's now time to open it again online for probably October, and we'll get the date and the information to you guys. But these nuggets right here are the reason why I don't have art the way that people have art. I don't make music and struggle. That's not what we're doing, right? I don't have fear. I don't have stage fright at all anymore. Once I got through it, I've never been afraid of the stage again. It's not a thing. And I cure all my other people. You're not going to be afraid. That's not what this is. So we know how to locate, reprogram, and retrain who we are once you find your triggers, and then fix it. And this is one of those things, because the truth of the matter is whatever life you really want, that life that you're really longing for, the life that you dream about, the life that you're secretly harboring close to your heart, the life that you watch somebody else do and you get jealous about, or you watch somebody else do and you like wish like you have the guts to, whatever it is. You cannot create that life in chaos. You can't. You'll create a close maybe life. You might get close. You'll create some version of it, but it won't be the life that you want. It'll be like, okay, I'm singing, but I'm on drugs and I'm always high and I'm on like liquor because I'm doing part of it, but I don't have peace and I don't have joy. I don't trust any of these jokers around me. And I only sleep with my producer because he's the only person I see all the time. I don't have a connection with my family. My body's unhealthy. Like all of those things will be happening while you're trying to be a singer. Or you'll be singing and then you'll feel like, I feel like I'm not really valued where I'm singing at. I feel like I'm being used, whether it's at a church, whether it's with a really famous person and I'm doing their background vocals. It doesn't matter. I feel like I'm supposed to move to the next level, but I don't have the courage. I don't have the avenues. I don't have the guidance. I don't know how to do it. And so you'll get close and then you'll kind of just like, fizz out on a level that is not even the level you're on anymore. You've left it. You're just physically staying there because you don't know how to move. You have to create in peace. You cannot create in chaos. Now, you can be motivated by something you don't like, okay, I don't like that. And that'll motivate you to make movement and momentum. But you can't create the life you want by staying in that space. You have to change who you are to allow the dream that you have, to allow that future you, to pull you into your future. Like, she's like, you can't stay here. She's going to literally like make you come, because it's going to become so real and you're going to become so clear and it's going to become so good to you that you're not even going to be able to stay where you're at. But you're only where you at because you at where you at. You have not intentionally become intentional. Like, I am on purpose going to be late. I am on purpose going to sit down and not do another thing until it's my call. I'm going to do those things. Not, let me get ready for my call and run to the bathroom. Nope, stop. Think through what you really need in this moment so that you can get very clearly back on track and maximize your life. Does that make sense? I hope so. It's coming, folks. I wanted you to be the first to know on YouTube. And I am thrilled that I get to do it again, because every time we open this cohort, we get a group of, usually ladies, we get a group of usually Christians, usually folks who are spiritually minded, who either they've been in church, want to be in church, used to be in church, but they like, look, I don't know about all the foolishness, but I do the Lord, right? We get a bunch of singers, worship leaders, recording artists, songwriters, like all the things, who come in and they're like, I just want to go to the next level and I don't know how to get there. And it's not a cookie cutter. All of us are in different seasons and have different desires. Some people want to tour on cruises because they're in a single phase of their life and they ain't got no husband and kids, and they don't mind staying out and singing late at the club or singing late and creating their own shows and really profiting in that way. And they can go to sleep at midnight and wake up late. Other of us are like, that's not a thing anymore. That's not a thing. So how do I continue to create wealth? How do I continue to, license songs and create passive income streams? Like, how do I do these things? Hello. And I'm not in that season of life. So you need to know what you want. And then you need to have some help getting there. And all that takes intentionality. Well, I just love you. I do. Do you hear these kids? Oh, they're coming. I'm going to go find somewhere to hide. Get ready for my coaching call. Every coach needs a coach. Every star needs a coach. Everybody needs a coach. If you want to go to the next level, you need a coach. And I'm excited that we'll be doing that for you very soon. Talk to y'all later.